Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome back to my Jim Carrey month series of reviews. This is review number 10, and is on the movie Man on the Moon. So, Man on the Moon is a 1999 American biographical film, comedy drama film about the late American entertainer Andy Kaufman, starring Jim Carrey. The film was directed by Milos Forman. I'm sure if I butchered that name, but I'm used to butchering with names. And it also features Danny DeVito, Courtney Love, and Paul Giamatti. DeVito worked with Kaufman on the television show Taxi, the television show, though DeVito did not appear in the film as his Taxi character. Other members of that show's cast including Muriel Henner, Judd Hirsch, Christopher Lloyd, Carol Kane, and Jeff Conaway make cameo appearances in the film, playing themselves. Notably absent was Tony Danza, who at the time was performing A View from the Bridge on Broadway. The film also features Patton Oswalt in a minor role. The film story traces Kaufman's steps from childhood through the comedy clubs and television appearances that made him famous, including his memorable performances on Saturday Night Live, Late Night with David Letterman, Fridays, and his role as Latka Gravas on the Taxi sitcom, which was popular for viewers but disruptive for Kaufman's co-stars. The film pays particular attention to various inside jokes, scams, put-ons, and happenings for which Kaufman was famous, most significantly his long-running feud with wrestler Jerry the King Lawler and his portrayal of the Body Lounge singer Tony Kaufman, or Clifton. Sorry, I mispronounced it, but it's not. So this movie, like I said, was directed by Milos Forman, produced by Danny DeVito, Michael Schamberg, Stacy Shear. The film is written by Scott Alexander and Larry Karazikskia. I probably butchered that again. But anyway. So, like I said, this movie is basically based on the life of Andy Kaufman, who was apparently a comedian. I will get the stuff I liked out of the way first. Now, I'm not saying I hate this movie. No. By far from hate. But I will admit it's not one of Carrey's best movies. It's not in the upper echelon of his movies that I like. But the stuff I like the most is there's a scene where it chronicles Kaufman's feud with Jerry the King Lawler. Now, in most biography movies, they would just have a random actor play that person, the part of the main character's history. But no, there's a wrestling scene where Kaufman apparently wrestled women, or whatever, where they actually got Jerry the King Lawler to do that part, to play himself. And they even brought Jim Ross in too, which I thought was really cool the first time I saw this movie. I just watched it like the second time for this review like an hour ago or so. But yeah, I thought it was really cool that they got Ross and Lawler to do this movie as playing themselves. I thought that was really awesome. So I thought that was really cool. Jim Carrey, he gives a good performance, but I don't know if it's the way Kaufman acted, because I never met him, obviously, or just the fictionalized version. But he pretty much a dick in this movie. Like I said, I don't know if it's really how Kaufman really was back then, or this just because of the way they wrote the character in the movie. But Jim Carrey plays him as a dick, basically, to be honest. Danny DeVito does give a good performance too. I haven't seen DeVito in that many movies outside of Batman Returns, this, Matilda. Yeah, not really fluent in his work, to be honest. Paul Giamatti this is probably the I think third movie I've seen him in. Well, second as far as release, but third in order, I think. because Big Fat Liar, this, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then I did see the movie Fred Claus, so this will be the fourth movie I've seen, I think, or whatever. But anyway, I thought he did a good job too. The whole cast I thought was really cool. But this isn't really one of my favorite movies, to be honest. I mean, it's good for what it is. It tries to tell the story of Andy Kaufman as best it can. You know, and I give it credit for that. I really do. I give it a lot of credit. But if I were to rank every Jim Carrey movie I've seen, which would be a hard rank to do because I've seen a lot of his movies, this would be at the lower bottom. This one like at the very bottom, but it'd be really at the lower rung because this is not one of my favorite movies. Because although I do give the movie credit for trying to capture Kaufman's life as good as it could, so I give it respect for that. Just not one of my favorites of Jim Carrey's, but it's good for what it is. And then there's parts of this movie where I just it was a little not really boring, but it just wasn't really, it wasn't really clicking with me, to be honest. But I respected what it was trying to do, and I think that's really cool. They tried to get this movie to be as close to Kaufman's life as possible. So I give him credit for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So this was video number 10. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys later.